Okay, right on. So, let's do a recap, and then we'll talk about, at the very end of your recap, we'll go over together what we talked about when Mike was gone. But it really wasn't much, and it's good news, but we'll talk about it then.
Yar.
Yar. And Sirenscape, for those who don't have it, sorry.
Okay. So we got to the top of the
Devil's Tower.
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 Yeah, I was like Devil's Thingamajig. The Devil's Tower. McCaslin was mumbling, kneeling, sort of praying to the sky. He was facing away from us to the side, conveniently. Just mumbling like a madman. For some reason, he's certainly not insane. Nolan shot him. He bleeds, so clearly he can be killed. He unfortunately kept phasing out of our follow-up shots. So Nolan decided to chuck in a white phosphorus brigade to see if we could get the process going a little better. He was pretty badly burnt, but gave approximately 0 fucks. All of a sudden, the space crabs began floating down from the sky. Do it.
Yeah, sorry.
Tree space crabs floating down. Sky had been getting dark progressively. They showed up and put a bubble upon Nolan and Philip, who had been physically assaulted, mentally assaulted by McCaslin, to the point of being locked in place for a moment. They spoke to McCaslin, asked if he was ready to see something that mortals shouldn't see, or some shit like that. Sorry, I didn't get the quote. I was in the middle of rolling 1,000 dice a minute.
There was, yeah, quite a bit of rolling.
Check some things. They chopped his scalp off, scooped out his brain, put his head back on, sealed it up somehow, and he fell over, seemingly dead. Waddled over to those of us still locked in the immobile bubble. Nolan looked at Nolan and said, "Soon," and pointed at his belly, and they left seemingly another glass orb, just like ours. We burnt the body for good measure. We fucked right off. In the process of doing so, some small gray, very stereotypical alien showed up and knocked on the car door while Remy and David were hanging out, and very awkwardly demanded fingernails.
Yes.
And then fucked right off because I think one of you pulled a weapon.
True.
Yes.
Yeah. And shrieked and fucked off. Otherwise, Nolan and Philip arrived with more or less no further shenanigans. Drove back from the Devil's Tower to Elena. Acquired new burners, a new car.
Mm-hmm.
That rental may or may not be a burning husk somewhere.
Ditched.
Just in case. Like everything else. Found us a new hotel. Little no-tell motel on the outskirts of town. David ordered an underwater drone, and we talked a little bit after Mike had to leave, and I'll let Zach cover that element of it.
Yeah. So basically, at this point, you guys actually had time to sit down and just, chill. And now, fuck, his name's Zarius. That's gonna make me want to say that all the time. David.
Right.
I mean, you had this option before, but you hadn't really been able to enact it. The sodium bicarbonate option, and you guys, not you guys, the three of you besides Nolan, basically ate that like ice cream for a couple days. They did some rolls, and Philip failed all his rolls, took some damage for it and some other things, but that was irrelevant to the results, as force-feeding this sodium bicarbonate, he was able to cure himself or starve out the fungus. So David, Philip, and Remy are all cured of the fungus.
We're back on the good team, fully.
Nice.
Remy passed all of her saves. I passed my last two.
I think I passed 1 out of 3.
You failed all of yours.
You failed.
You failed them all.
Literally all. Okay.
You failed them all.
Yeah.
I made the first aid saves or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
In hindsight, definitely easier to do one at a time, apply the differences, and then do the next one, which is what we'll do next time.
Yeah, I told
Next
Chad,
time?
Yeah, next time we all get infected. I told Chad that I was wondering when I'd be able to tell y'all. I'd been cured for like 3 sessions, Amy, but we weren't advancing the in-game time because it was taking so long. So like I was like, well, eventually I'll tell everyone that I'm okay.
I feel good.
I knew
I
because
figured,
I joined. There was a secret.
Yeah, the secret
chat
chat that I didn't.
that I got
then.
joined into, so I got to see
I
that
get to be part of that.
previous conversation.
In fact, I should purge
so
all
I
of
was
you from
aware.
the infected group, and I'll save it for something else.
There you go.
For the next.
No, do not expel
There's
me.
always something. I'll leave you. No, I gotta get rid of you now because you never know. There we go. I am the lone infected now. So cool. Yeah, so that was actually really good. Because it definitely was
4v1 Left 4 Dead. We got this.
4v1 Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I mean this is similar, very similar. I guess this yeah. So can't remember the end of the last session, but the idea was you guys were waiting for a couple days. Pretty much did that, and you were gonna pick up the underwater drone. Got it shipped there where you are. That there's no issues with that happening. So you can just assume you have that. Something I wish I had done and I didn't do was actually write the numbers of the day, like the date. I didn't do that, and I normally am really good about doing that. Let me look again and make sure I didn't overlook it. Monday, I just have Monday 12 a.m.
So we were at the top of the tower at
Saturday 10th, right?
No, it was Friday the 10th. Just at like 12:30 is when we got to the top of the tower.
Okay.
So that afternoon, that night is when we drove back, and we made 3 checks.
Okay, that's why I have Saturday the 10th at 12 a.m. on here then. Okay, that makes sense.
So I think I had those because we had Thursday, October 9th was the previous session.
It was.
Friday, October 10th was the end of that session. Last session, so it would have been the check on Saturday at midday, Sunday at midday, Monday at midday would be ish.
And then we wait 2 days after that for just getting gear and stuff. Saturday.
We here while we were waiting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like Monday midday.
Okay, so it's literally what I have written down, Monday 12 a.m. what I said
There you
before. Okay.
You mean 12
Yeah.
p.m., right?
It doesn't. It does not matter to me because you're waiting. So
Well,
yes,
if you're talking noon
Yeah.
or midnight, it
It's
makes a difference.
12 p.m.
All right.
Midnight.
And that would be Sunday, Monday, the 12th. Cool. Okay. 12,
13th.
13th.
The 10th was Friday, 11th Saturday, Sunday the 12th,
Okay.
Monday the 13th.
Got it in. Perfect. May not be relevant, but it's better to write it down just
Yeah.
in case.
Yeah.
So, that being said, you guys are waiting. I know that the only other thing we didn't resolve was any kind of belly games that you guys wanted to do. I remember that was mentioned at the end of the last session, and then we didn't do anything with it. So,
Oh, the
Yeah.
inspection of.
And
yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming, Zach, given our frame of mind on most things, I imagine we would have some, patrols and periodic checking of and
Yeah.
watching and
Sure.
keeping an eye on things, even as we were sort of hiding out.
Yeah.
So, just for the record.
Yeah, I mean, unless someone has been like tailing you or has some kind of supernatural way to know exactly where you are, you get the idea that you're pretty safe, and you don't notice
It's a good thing
anything.
there's no way that could be the case.
Exactly, it's just not real life. And you don't notice anything either. No weird cars sitting out there, anything like that. Nobody's sitting outside your door. No hands going through the headboards and ruffling your hair in the middle of the night, and nothing like that.
Oh, and I think we were gonna pick up either at the Walmart and wherever that we stopped at halfway, or once we got back, we were gonna get a police scanner to kind of keep an ear out.
I think you already had one anyways, so
I couldn't remember if we did or not.
You guys
so
already did.
Yep. I was gonna mention what was one of the things we talked about. So since we just sort of said, okay, it's been a couple days, we did some rolls. That's what I imagine we would have been doing in our downtime.
yeah. Anybody else have anything to add?
No.
No.
I would have called family and while we're away, but yeah,
Okay, what are you telling them?
just everything's going okay.
I didn't call anybody. I've only been gone like 9 days. That's nothing.
It's only a week and a half.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of assumed that there were periodic family check-ins.
Yeah, I probably would have called work and told them that I was sick.
Okay. Cool. So sick. Periodic check-ins.
I don't even know what I do for a job. I don't have a fucking job. So
You are.
I just work for the project.
Yeah.
Because my backstory was I got put on medical leave and taken out in the previous assignment before we all started together. So I haven't had a job.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I assume I'm still gathering a paycheck from the military somehow.
Yes. Yeah. You were kind of put on standby, and then the project picked you up, and you can assume.
Yeah, I mean, if you were medically discharged, that comes with
that too.
I wasn't discharged. I was
He was reassigned.
They hand waved it and they like. The project was like, yeah, no, it's this thing.
You've been pulling a paycheck for an assignment.
Hey, all right, tender's on me.
Yeah.
cool.
So, I mean, really, it's up to you guys at this point. I am just a vessel for you now.
Yeah. I think we're all. I left it over there.
So, you guys gonna wait to do experiments with the glass orbs and try to finish up what you're doing here, or do you want to do that now?
I'm not doing shit with any orb near my stomach.
Okay.
Fuck y'all.
Okay, so that was just them. That's.
I would have done just a physical examination of Nolan if he let me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do something basic like that, but after how much stronger this was than the last time, there's no way I let it get that close to me because it was like painful, puked everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And I now think I have an alien chest burster in me. So
definitely feels
You
like
have
it's
a
in your
marble
abdomen.
baby.
Marble.
I'm so beautiful and clear.
I don't think I have anything that I want to do until the sub gets here. I
Cool.
guess I would have cleaned all our equipment and made sure it's all in working order, but I kind of hand waved that I do that anyways. That'd be the only thing I could do that would be productive.
Hell yeah.
Do we want to kind of stake out the water to make just to see if we can find out their rotation on for the guard duties?
I don't think we noticed anything but like a shitty guard shack when we went there last time.
Not even a guard shack. It was a
Like literally one person in the gift shop, right?
literally one car. You guys
Oh,
didn't
okay.
go in. You can assume one person in the gift shop. I think the lady told you that, if I remember right. And it's just got that big ass fence around it.
We can do that though, just to make sure. I mean, I guess we have time. We can't really do much meaningful stuff until we get the sub. So we could spend 6 hours sitting there playing fucking cards.
Well, the sub is there. If you guys waited 2 days, the sub is there. If you want to retcon and say I went and sat there for a few hours in the middle of your waiting time, that's fine too.
How about we can retcon at least me? If they had stuff to do, that's fine. But since I had nothing to add,
Yeah.
if we can say we watched it for 6 or 8 hours, yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been something good to do.
yeah, totally. Thinking.
You want to roll? I'll roll.
No, you don't need to roll for anything. I'm just thinking. Did you go the day right after or the day after that?
Let's say the day right after.
Day right after. Okay. You go the day right after. Sitting there. What time are you going?
I don't know. Like a normal shift, probably 8 to 5.
Cool.
Just to see when people are working.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's say 10 to 7. Let's switch it up a little bit.
Okay, 10 to 7. You get there at 10. There's that one car, just like an old, we'll say it's an old Subaru in there. Is already there. Parked right by the walk up to the gift shop there that then has the plank that goes off into the pit. Chill out. Around 5:30 rolls around. And you see a guy probably in his low 30s, neck beard, just kind of waddles to the car, sits in it, doesn't really pay any attention to another car being in the parking lot, being on the highway, and it's not an uncommon occurrence where someone will just park there, swap cars or whatever. That being done, he leaves. You can get his tag if you want it. Just say you have it. Yeah, just say you have it. Stay around till 10. The only thing you notice during that time other than him is that a cop car just kind of swings in while both of y'all are there. Just for like a minute, stops in the parking lot and then drives off.
What time?
That would have been, if you got there, you said 7 to 10, right? No, you said 10 to 7, right?
10 to 7, yeah.
That would have been around like 2 to 3.
So like maybe around afternoon shift change, a cop shows up for like 2 minutes.
Yep. No more. Definitely, like no more, no less than that.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So it's about as unguarded as we can expect, and I assume, but from the 2 times we've been there, there's nothing we see as far as monitoring. I don't remember you saying there's any cameras. There's no like any kind of electronics of any kind. It's just a fucking pit with a gift shop.
A pit,
and
gift
a
shop,
fence.
a fence. It does have the nasty barbed wire up top, but I mean, as you guys have already flown something in there and suffered no repercussions, you can assume there's nothing monitoring that.
Okay. So I mean, as long as we don't. Go ahead. No, you're good.
I was just saying, if I remember correctly, the fence didn't even encircle the whole thing. It was just like to a certain point.
It was the whole thing.
When the train got
it's
dropped, right?
It's very big.
It's the whole thing, but there's a hole. We found a hole at some point. There was some way to get into the fence, but it was like a human size I thought you said there was like a hole in it somewhere at the bottom. I'm misremembering. Okay.
You could just make one though. I mean, it's not like
Well,
it's
yeah,
a big deal. The fence is definitely not a problem here, regardless. You guys just flew the drone over it last time. You guys didn't go in because it was so close. You literally just went 100 yards from the closest part in the parking lot straight out, and that's where you flew the drone. And then it was 100 yards out and 50 yards down was the last time when you sent the drone in or whatever.
As long as we don't go at like 2 o'clock, then I mean we're gonna go at night anyways, just to have cover of darkness, I'm sure, or early in the morning. Sounds like there's not gonna be anyone that's gonna see us. If we go at night, no one's gonna see us. Assuming, based on making a reasonable assumption here, no one's gonna see us. If we go early in the morning, maybe the neckbeard shows up late, but honestly, who gives a shit? I mean,
yeah, and if you guys could get in, which you can definitely, there's plethora of ways to get in. The pier that goes off over it, if you really needed a way to tuck in, you know, there you could just tuck in underneath the pier if you needed to. You know, there'd be a few feet of actual land before it goes straight down into the pit there.
So how who's gonna pilot this thing?
I think it basically has to be. Well, it doesn't have to be, but David's the only one that's got any.
I assumed it was gonna be him, but I just wanted to make sure that's why I didn't know if we had decided last time for sure. Okay.
I don't think we discussed it. It's just one of those. He's the only one with the skill. So.
What's our overarching plan? Like, or not overarching, sorry, our detailed plan for specifically how we're gonna deal with this thing in the lake.
I don't have pilot submarine.
yes, drone. This is true, but I'm not. It's okay. It's fine.
It's not. We're not. It's not a fucking Titan, whatever the new one is. It's not a fucking Titan Wolfram class nuclear sub. Yeah. It's a fucking target drone that goes in the water.
David, do you play any online games that require a controller to pilot anything?
Probably.
All right. We're probably okay. We'll just have to see.
So what were we? I don't remember what we decided on though, because there were 2 ways to kill it. We were talking about some kind of chemical, but I was concerned it would disperse too much. We couldn't guarantee it. We were talking about. I didn't think the grenades would work, but then Zach said he was willing to hand wave something and let us try it, like
thermite.
Some kind of grenade.
Sorry, go ahead.
Thermite. The thermite grenades.
Oh yeah, that's
okay. I think you basically said that, you know, as long as we got the thermite there and had it go off, it would theoretically be
okay.
fine.
So nothing changed after I left last time. That's still the plan that we have that we're gonna try.
Do you want to get grappling hook and drag it on the land? Grappling hook, wrap a rope around it.
I thought we wanted to kill it. Do you want to
pull
bring
it
it up
out
and test it?
And then it'd be much easier to burn when it's actually not in water.
Yeah, but won't it? Isn't there a chance it can aerosolize?
Yeah, we don't know.
Don't know.
Okay. I mean, we've seen like spore clouds at this point, right, Zach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a fair assumption that it's at least possible that it would.
But I mean, even if it explodes, if we try to explode it underwater, there's going to be some sort of. I mean, it's gonna come up.
It's going to come out, but if the thing is submerged, I don't think it's going to have the necessary escape velocity to get out of the water.
Well, I guess it depends on how much of an explosion it actually causes.
At 50 yards down with thermite, I wouldn't expect much of any. If you leave it there.
Yeah.
Can we know if?
So, but
like, can Remy, do you or David, like, do we have the ability to know if this feeds into, like, we can think that this feeds into drinking water, or is it isolated enough? I know you can leach into the waterbed or into the water table.
Yeah. You guys would know, like, even if it does, it would have to be heavily filtered. Going through the ground before and more, you know what I mean? Like, this is a fucking this is killing things.
I mean, it's a heavy metals pit.
Yeah.
So like,
I just want to make sure. I say we
I
keep
don't
it in the
think
water.
we're adding anything worse.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it just. I think the better option is to keep it in the water, unless David, unless you really think something will be gained by pulling it up and pulling a piece off to test.
I'll tell
I
you
don't
what.
think we bother.
I'll tell you what would be gained is that you probably only get one shot one way, because you would lose the drone.
Yeah.
So that's the question I was gonna ask. You know, of Nolan is like between your demolitions experience and our collective MacGyverness that I would imagine Philip and David would both have some sort of to them. I mean, can we like? I forget. I don't remember what we looked at. Did it have like little arms or anything? Was it literally just a little? I don't recall what it.
If I remember correctly, it was just a cylinder.
Yeah.
I mean, I planned. I thought we would just like build an enclosure and attach it to the sub and wire up a simple like electric trigger or a fuse and just blow it up.
Yeah, use like a cell phone trigger kind of thing.
Yeah, it's. I figured with I may have to, we may have to, I thought out of character I may have to roll for it, but I figured based on what I know in real life and what Nolan has known, and then between, like you said, you and David, we could get a fuse trigger, whatever you want to call it, simple enough at that range that it will blow up. I think we run a risk of not blowing it up, honestly. I mean, we're not gonna miss. It's a stationary target,
and I will re-input. It is a cube. So, thus, you could probably drop something on top of it.
Or, I mean, just like, literally, like, drive the drone up and, like, rest it on it, depending. Because, I mean, it's like 3 meters?
It's huge, yeah, 3 meters. It's cute.
That's what I thought we were going to do, is literally drive the drone up to it, park it next to it, and then blow it up. Yeah, we lose the drone.
I was just wondering if it had an arm, because we could, like, set it and, but I couldn't remember if it had anything like that, so.
Even if it did, I would be concerned that putting it, because there's water current, right? I'd be concerned. We'd have to find a way to attach it. Like, I like the idea of putting the drone up next to it and
very fair
blowing it up.
No, absolutely. So yeah. I mean, I think you're right. I don't see any reason we can't, even whether it's a cell phone or what the fuck ever it is, trigger. I mean, I get the idea of pulling it out so that we fucking know what happens. I mean, there is that, certainly. Did she say anything about, like, did they put that out there, or they put it out there as like a test subject, right?
Yeah, they put it out there. Remember, they were trying different things, trying to see where it thrived. They put it out there. Yep, and it grew.
So, like, surely it's like anchored in some way.
So they know where it is. From what you guys could see, it was floating.
Okay. I was just figuring if it was something they were returning to, I was figuring surely it's like anchored,
It's magically anchored.
Well, also it's stagnant water, so yeah.
Could I always make more thermite?
You could always make more thermite.
Because all thermite is aluminum powder and iron oxide.
If we, if there is the chance that we try this and it somehow survives, I don't know. I still feel like Jason or David just said. I think we'll have another go at it. I really don't. I don't think it's gonna survive. Now, can we know 100% sure that we didn't somehow leave a fragment big enough at the bottom that sinks? No.
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah, like
can't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's 100, 200 meters deep. I mean, we can't get down in there. We have one drone that's gonna be blown up. I mean,
so from your knowledge, David or Nolan, I mean, what's the effective radius of the super melty white phosphorus here?
So. I know, because
you don't need to worry about that. Like I'll have that handled on my end, unless it's something like I already told you it would take care of it if you guys did it right. So you don't have to like we don't have to number crunch it.
So
well, I
I have.
we can't. We have to get really close since it's in the water. It has to be very close to cover it.
I mean the radius of effect when it goes off.
It's
If it's
It's
a
like-
couple meters, if it's 2 meters on each side,
it's like 4
then
or
as
5
long as that
feet.
thing's on top of it.
Yeah, it's like 4 or
Fine.
5 feet in a sphere roughly. That's assuming what you'd assume a normal thermite charge, unless you somehow had access to a fuck ton. It's about 4. Because I did look it up. It's about 4 or 5 feet in a sphere.
Yeah, that's big. Stack.
Okay, it's I mean it's a decent size. Yeah, it's not a mushroom cloud, but it's pretty fucking big.
How many do we have
So
left?
we could,
Like
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Yeah.
again, assuming this, we should be able to see it go off. Surely to God.
Yeah, we'll see the explosion. It's not gonna like Zach said. I don't think it'll be
So,
enough
like-
to even throw something out of the water, but we'll see it.
Yeah, I mean, so as long as we know we got the drone to it, and hopefully like resting on it or whatever, then I don't.
Yeah, we can know that with the camera because the drone has an underwater camera because that's what it's meant to do.
Right, that's
So-
what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So like the only problem is element X, right? Is some unknown.
Yep.
So I think like you said, like currently we got a pretty good plan here.
Okay.
And if we have to audible and try something else or come back another night, as long as it's not 12 cops that show up, we can probably do that.
Cool.
So
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Nolan, you
Yep.
are fixating the charges to the sub somehow, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just go ahead and give me one demo roll for me.
Sure. I'd like to say I want to use all the grenades we have left.
Okay.
Because we're not going to need them. So
Cool.
if that's 3, I'm going to use 3.
All right, sounds good. All of them, and however you
Yep.
want to attach them, you have more than enough demolitions.
Yeah. I
Do,
have
do we
3.
want to put the
I'll
tape
roll-
with it?
Do I want to do what?
Do we want to put the spooky tape with it?
That's up to y'all. I thought you and Remy wanted to keep that for something. I don't like spoopy tapes, but it doesn't matter to me.
I don't like tape.
It
I
took.
don't think there's a reason to keep it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can put the tape with it then. I don't know if it'll die. We have no way. It could be a magical,
I
indestructible
know.
tape. But
I feel
We
like
could
we
give
should
it-
approach that, like, just try a different way, not necessarily because we won't be able to know if we.
I guess
send
we
ground
could
it.
try to shoot it or something, and if that doesn't work, give it to Brunhilde when we come
Yeah.
back.
There you
Yeah. So I rolled a 3 under 41.
Hell
go.
yeah.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So as far as you know, seems like a very successful endeavor there. Getting it all hooked up. Whatever. If you want to attach to a wire, that's absolutely fine. Phone, fine. Don't care. Not particular
Yeah.
about that.
Yep.
So that is fixated on there. You guys pack up your things, head on over. Nighttime.
Yeah.
Nighttime, right?
Yeah, I think so. I was gonna. I said either. My idea would be either the dead of night or super early, right before dawn. I'm indifferent.
So like,
You think like midnight
Yeah, sure.
or
Yeah,
the witching hour?
That's
midnight. I think midnight's works for me. That gives us enough time to, to not rush, unload the drone, let David get accustomed to the controls if he needs to, kind of move it around, and then get it to the thing.
Amy, what were you gonna say?
Do it.
Amy, what were you saying?
nothing.
Okay. Jason, you agree?
Yep.
All right.
Did
Midnight.
you think we should do it another time?
No, I was gonna ask, are we doing it Monday night?
Oh, that's Nolan's vote to get it out of the way. If you guys
Yeah.
want to delay, if you think it's worthwhile, I'm down. But I just want to get it done,
No,
just
I
since we're on
wanna-
kind of a time crunch.
Yeah, I that's why I wanted to ask is, are we gonna do it tonight or are we gonna do it, later? But I vote for tonight.
That works.
Cool.
I don't see any reason to delay.
Put it off a week. Come back. No.
Right.
Okay.
We'll just come back. It's fine.
We'll come back in a year.
And back in a year.
Fly back. Like it's
Ooh. Whole year.
Sooner it's done, the sooner we can.
Hell yeah. All right. You guys drive over. Park. Nobody's in the parking lot. Empty. Very, very dim lights. You have just very sparsely put street lights inside the parking lot. A couple lights on the front of the building there. Lights inside are off.
Oh,
And
sorry.
Hmm?
I was going to ask a question before we start talking about time, right quick. Do we need to gear up, team? Is there any need?
Like mask and stuff?
Masks, boots, anything? What do you think?
I'll do what the doctors tell me to do. I mean, I can definitely wear some of the double N95 like we did at the guy's house.
Yeah.
Some heavy duty chemical gloves would probably work best here, but you don't want to get that shit all over you.
Okay. Do that too.
As far as the fungus goes, I don't think it's an issue.
Okay. We definitely have enough gloves and N95s for everybody. I mean, we have the one full suit, but we have enough heavy duty gloves for sure.
Okay, everybody put on some gloves and masks for the hell of it. First obstacle, the fence. What do you guys do?
I break out my laser sword and cut it in half.
All right, laser sword
Slices
slices
my
it down.
lightsaber.
That's what the little alien man gave you. So
it was Yoda.
Grogu.
He's green, not gray.
Lightsaber.
The alien was green, by the way. I didn't correct you earlier, but it was green.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, I thought we were talking about like little gray people or
Little
something.
green alien.
Okay.
Like
Everybody
Ew,
knows the
more
gray
green
ones
alien.
are taller than the greens.
That's true. They're always the like long, skinny ones.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's what we were talking about. So that's
Slender Manny.
my
Yeah.
bad. My bad. Thank you.
And all I could think of,
Yeah.
like him screaming
I
and
even
running
wrote
away.
it down wrong.
Yeah, you did.
I
the
was
only
just
thing
confirming.
I could think of screaming and running away was Mars Attacks, but you know.
Oh yeah. That or ET run away through the bushes. That's what I was picturing.
Map.
Cool. So who's tackling this fence problem? I mean, I know it's near insurmountable, but there is a fence that you guys have to get through.
I'll help with some cutters because I'm sure we've
Okay.
got some sort of cutters.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean,
You guys just
Y'all work on getting the drone out. I'm just gonna.
so
Chain
so
link, right?
remind me, was it or was it not encompassing the whole damn thing?
there's the whole thing.
It was not.
It's
It
the
was
whole
the whole
thing.
thing. Yeah, there's no hole.
It's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
it's just
So
I
where?
thought you had said before that there wasn't a hole in the fence, but that it didn't go all the way around the pit. That's
Okay,
what
it
I
just-
was trying to clarify.
Where do you want to cut a hole? Are you just gonna go right there where you park? I mean, you've got a little idea where the police come by, at least
Yeah.
as far as that time frame.
This was
Do you care? Like, that's what that's what I'm asking.
This was a mining facility, was it not? Does it not have a ramp that goes down to the lake?
It was a quarry. And at a certain point, it doesn't really, once the outside of the dirt wears away. Have you guys ever been diving in a quarry or anything like that?
Nope.
Damn. You know that movie where they throw that dog off, in over the cliff? No. What's the other one? No. There's not always a ramp. Long story short, there's not always a ramp, but I did say that the water is close underneath the pier there. It does go straight down, like it's not a sandy shore or anything like that. But you can get to the water right there, just like a foot down below you there.
Okay.
But if you jump in there, it's deep. It's not.
I'm jumping in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it like. Well, I mean, I'll get everybody's opinion. Like, I was not gonna do it right by the parking lot.
Okay. I mean, you could just walk
I
off
guess-
like 50 yards and like no one's even gonna look over there because that's just out of the way now. You know what I mean? Like this place is
Yeah, I was
already
gonna
out
say,
of the
like,
way.
Surely,
Yeah.
surely we can like go past the
Hell
the
yeah.
little building, and
Yeah.
we're 50 foot into the woods, and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like
as
it's
long
the-
as there's some
no,
way to
you'll
get
be
where we
yeah
need to go.
you'll be fine. Like the more time you take just to walk the edge of the fence, like the more confident you get. So like you just spend some time and just go away. You're like sure nobody's gonna run across you.
Okay.
Or even know, probably. So you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
clip.
help David unload the sub while she's clipping.
Yep. She clips you a hole It is just big enough for her, and everybody else can't go through it.
Okay. No.
I could probably fit through it.
That's true. Okay, yeah. So she cuts a hole. You guys lug in the fucking thermite attached to the sub into the area. Cool. Yeah. So all 4 of you over there. You can see the water right in front of you. You got about 3 to 4 feet of like working room there. On like before you get to the water, plenty in left and right. Just directly in front of you is all I mean by that. You can plop it in and do what you need to do.
Hey, Nolan, do you think we should have someone out there keeping an eye out?
Yeah. I mean, I can just turn around and watch.
I mean, you've got this. He's gonna drive it. You're gonna set it off.
I can go stay with the car, and if I see anything or whatever, I can flash the lights.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Just you know, in case.
Yep.
Keep an eye out. We don't need 4 of us to stand in this tiny spot.
I'll go back towards the car and I'll roll down the window. That way I can, reach in if I need to.
Well, we've got our radio. So
oh yeah, radios. Us. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Ruby cuts herself off. It's like I don't want to hear them. Click.
I'll probably stay like up towards the fence so that I can be an intermediary if they need help, but I'm also out of the way because sounds like there's not very much space there. So.
And thermite, Yeah. Cool. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. David, you are now in charge. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try to remember where the drone fell in.
Yeah, no worries about that. You've got a pretty dang good idea on where that is. Nobody here is incapacitated or stupid, so you'll be fine with that.
And try to maneuver the drone in that direction and then down.
Okay. How many hours of these online games do you think you play a week outside of work? Not counting the recent events.
Yeah, the recent events are kind of cutting into that, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2 hours, if that.
Okay.
When it's not movie night, that is.
When it's not movie night. Okay, so you don't play that much. Oh, is that a night or a week?
Per night.
Per night. Okay, yeah. So that's why I was like, a week. I'm like, that's not much. Not even worth mentioning. 2 hours? Come on. All right. So what I will ask you to do is roll a drone. You don't have any pilot, right? It's just drone. Yeah.
Pilot drone.
So drone with a plus 40. Oh, so I guess what we'll do from now on is a minus 40. That's what I meant. Yeah, so roll it and then subtract 40 for you.
Well, I rolled a 10.
Easy. All right. Perfect. So yeah, you pilot the drone over. It has got a hell of a lot more drag than you expected. Probably haven't really ever really piloted one of these things, but
interesting.
Yeah, but your experience is translating well as it makes its way to where you think. It's very, very murky. So you keep it kind of like at the top of the water, so you can see exactly where you want to be, and then you just kind of like swivel it down and just kind of do a rotation in the area where you think you remembered the cube to be, the fungal cube, we'll call it.
I'm pretty sure it has a light on it, so I turned that on.
Thumb. Yeah, you can see about I think I said like a foot and a half before. Very, very murky water. But you do see, before your lights get to it, or as your lights get to it, the green glow underneath you. And soon enough, you are there by the cube with the drone. It looks the same as before, just pulsing green light, very large. And it is at about the same depth before, 50-ish yards down.
I will go down a little bit below it to see, just to make sure about how big it is.
Mm-hmm. You just
because before we just got a glimpse of it, and I'm just trying to get
sure.
how big it is.
Sure. Just flush some of the ballast out and just kind of go down, and you look and.
Hey Nolan, check this out.
Yo.
Nothing attached or anything like that, but it does seem to track with what you briefly saw before. You know, around a 3x3 cube. Not like perfectly sharpened on the corners, but just like a rough shape. Think like coral.
Is there anything that I see that makes me think our idea is not going to work? Like a change in just because I've blown shit up? Is there
how's it
something
sitting
about
in the
how
water?
It's built?
And how's it sitting in the water?
It is neutrally buoyant.
And about which sides of the edges on? In the corners.
I see what you're saying. It's literally like straight up and down.
So the top is facing the top of the water.
There is a face that is directly straight up. Yeah. Like I said, it's not perfectly flat, but that's pretty much irrelevant. It is like a corally.
So do we want it on the top, Nolan?
Yeah. So I can't tell anything, Zach, that makes me think that this isn't going to work.
No,
like, there's no surprises being this close to it.
You're looking at it, and you kind of based your demolitions on what they told you, and what they told you seems to track with what you're seeing here.
Cool. Then yeah, put it right on top, man. Get it. Just try and park the sub literally on top of it if you can.
All right.
Yeah. You stick it right in the middle, and say your goodbyes before you press the button.
It was nice playing with you while I could.
Oh.
Yep. I guess since we're a little far away now, I radio to Remy and Philip and just let them know I'm gonna flip the switch, and then I flip the switch on the little trigger we have.
Okay. A half a second goes by, and then you all feel the as the water just goes little circle, little raise there in the middle, and you see like this all the water just shift a little bit. And I mean, as far as you know, you've done the trick. He loses the signal to his piloting there.
Can we see the glow anymore? Like once it kind of settles, can we see the little glow that we saw before? Does it look like it's gone now?
He saw it with the pilot. He saw it with the drone. It was very deep.
Maybe we should have gotten 2 drones.
Nah, it's fine.
I had that thought.
No,
it's fine.
You feel confident that, given what you've seen in your experience, if your experience was less, I would say different. That you would have thoroughly destroyed whatever that was.
Yeah. I count on my fingers. I'm like, 7 plus 6 is 12. No, it's 13. Yeah, we're good. That was enough. We're fine.
As I pull out my new burner phone and start typing in Amazon for you order another one.
I'm gonna get another one.
Just in case.
I guess I'm gonna walk back to the car, see, and decide what we're gonna do next.
Okay.
I mean, I don't remember this was the last item we had here. We don't want to talk to that dude anymore. I thought we had talked about just getting our shit, getting the fuck out, getting on the next plane we could.
Yep.
Trying to get set up with Brunhilde.
Yep.
Yeah, we burnt the burner truck.
Huh?
So we did away with the rental truck.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, it's blown up somewhere.
I think we take our alias asses and get the hell out of here. Any reason we should fly somewhere else?
I don't remember where we're flying back to, honestly. Was it Chattanooga? Did we fly out of Atlanta? I don't remember. I literally don't.
I thought we flew out of Chattanooga.
It was Chad.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I think there's only, in my opinion, two groups that could be onto us. There's the local people here, which they can't track a flight anyways, or there's someone working with the skills, like someone at the project skill level, and no matter what we do, they're gonna know exactly where we're going if they have those resources.
Fair.
But if you want to, maybe we don't all get the same flight. Maybe we take 2 and 2 if you want to split up that way, so it's not all 4 of us getting on the same plane.
I just was gauging everybody's feeling. I
We
mean,
had a
you know,
private flight out here.
Yep.
that's right.
Oh shit! I forgot. I thought we flew
Yeah,
a commercial flight somewhere and then we puddle jumped here. I'm all confused.
That's way too complicated for me.
Yeah,
Can we get the same private flight back then?
Depends on if you can contact someone to do that for you.
Well, Bruni set it up for us, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Philip, do you want to? You've been talking to her remotely the most. Do you want to call her and see if she can't set a flight, we can get a commercial one. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Because we got guns that need to be shipped.
well, I mean,
Right.
that there won't be any red flag. We all legally own them. I mean, we'll have to check them, but they'll ship them.
Well, I'll just I will text Runhilda and I will say, hey, it's Smiley. Everything good here? We were thinking about heading home. Air? Question mark.
Okay. You wait several minutes and you don't get a response.
Did she give us a way to like? Was there a way that we could let her know, like pick the phone the fuck up, like text multiple times in a row, call in a row, do something, or was it just here's a way you can contact me, maybe I'll answer?
Say it again.
But basically, what I'm asking was there like a signal based on how, like, you know, some people are like, hey, if you call me once, I'm gonna ignore your call. If you call me twice in a row, I'm gonna assume it's important. It better be fucking important.
No, there wasn't really much of a setup there from her.
Okay.
Well,
She's probably asleep then.
Yeah, I was gonna say to clarify. I like technically we're after our late night op.
Yeah.
So,
Middle of the night, really early morning.
I mean, I guess we
why
could say
don't
we go back to the green box or the same hotel. Sorry, the same hotel on the outskirts of town, and just sleep till the morning, and then call her, try and contact her first
That's
thing.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. They're mountain time, so we're 2 hours behind. So if we text her at 8 a.m., it'll be 10 her time.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's probably like assuming that took us
An
less
hour
than
or
an
two.
hour.
Or yeah, it's
One-ish.
2 or 3 in the morning, probably her time.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. So, yeah. Why don't we just get away from the job we just did, and let's go
Get
back to
waffles.
the.
Go get waffles. Heck yeah. Everybody, at this point, you sent text. I'm gonna go chill with some waffles somewhere. Everybody at this point gains some sanity.
Yay, I need sanity.
I'll tell you the total number, but I'll iterate that they're from separate sources, 3 separate sources. You get so that's totally a total of 6, a 4, 1, and a 1. Gain
Why
sanity
does it matter
there.
where they come from?
Just so you know that it wasn't a chunk. That's all. It doesn't.
Oh,
it doesn't matter. But I just want you to know that.
Yes. Okay.
Hey, just to make sure that I had all my stuff right, I still have a negative con, right? Or did we clear that?
Nope, we still have that. That's
from
from the dosing up on the drug, so it'll take a while before we get over that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
I
negative
was-
con meant you're dead.
It was the last like little modifier I had on my stats, and I was pretty sure it was one that was still hanging around. I just wanted to clarify.
He's not in the negative. He has less than he had before.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant
Yeah.
you're in the negative. I was like, I thought
Yeah.
that meant you died.
Yeah, he would be dead if he was in the negative.
No, just so like I have 14 con, but I have -2 from the trauma of the
Yeah.
medicine or whatever.
We'll have to look some more, but that may or may not be permanent. We'll have to look and see how we regain. I know we looked quickly and we didn't find anything right
I
away,
think
but
we
we'll look
looked
some
at,
more.
like at home sort of.
It's very
recovery.
very well may be. We'll have to look into it here in a little bit.
Hey, real quick, is there anything that David or Remy would have known about why I was able to fight it off? I mean, obviously, I know it's because I rolled a pair like online virtual dice, but Does that matter? Is that something Nolan should know? Because the three of them had to take a bunch of medication that made them very sick, and I didn't. So is there an in-universe reason you told them, or is it just it's a game? It's not going to be explained. It doesn't matter.
So here's the good thing about these kind of games is that that's up to you, man. That is something that you would then take that.
Shit.
I know, but like these kind of roles and these kind of opportunities and the things, the outcomes that happen, it's up to you how you internalize that and how you interpret that. You know, so you could say, well, Nolan's constitution, you know, from fighting in the war, you know, it's stuff like that. Like it's literally whatever you want, or he has no fucking idea and he just got lucky. But you know, it's up to you because you rolled the dice.
He would probably attribute it to eating mini wheats every day. So
and I keep asking for blood samples for testing, and looking for antibodies.
Oh yeah, no. If you ask for blood, I would definitely give it to you. I don't have a problem with that. Just no cubes near the stomach.
I don't have a sphere.
So, on that note, as we're driving back to the motel,
the hotel.
Nolan, I mean, I don't want to dwell on that especially long, but we probably, I know you're uncomfortable, but we probably need to figure out what the fuck that is before you've got a little space crab chest burster to deal with.
I'm open to to some ideas. What I'm not open to is I don't want anyone. None. We don't tell the project. I've seen what happens to people that they want to experiment, that they find interesting. I don't want to be interesting, so I don't want Broomhilda to know.
That's fine. I mean, David, do you think you could get a hold of like someone who we can X-ray this thing or something? See if like we can actually see what's in there.
I could probably do the X-ray. It's just what to do about it after that point would be an issue.
What do you mean?
Whatever it is removed.
Oh, I'm just curious if an X-ray was to tell us anything about is it big, is it small, like
it would probably show something in his body, but I don't know. We'll see.
You felt something move, right?
Yeah, I did, and so I'd be okay to try an X-ray, but because I've had like bullet fragments before, I've been told that I can't get like MRIs and stuff in certain parts of my body because it'll rip out fragments and it'll hurt a lot.
Yeah,
so
that'd be a bad idea.
I would want one of y'all to convince me that this is not going to be ripped out of my spleen if you put me in an MRI. X-ray I'm good for.
Well,
but
not MRI, probably CT if anything.
Ultrasound.
Yeah. Ultrasound.
I mean,
yeah.
Can we do it off the books? I mean, can you or David?
Yeah.
Figure between their connections.
We got it.
Surely.
I do have a question though. You said you could feel it, and you felt it more, and it made you sick. Can you still feel it? Like, can you physically feel something in your stomach, like from the outside?
No, there's no bump, and I don't feel any, like there's no heaviness at all. Like it doesn't even feel like in injuries I've had, like to my abdomen, like being stabbed and stuff. Like as that heals, there's kind of like a heaviness. But this felt, I don't feel it at all, except for when the fucking crab spider guy touched me, and then when we get that, it's like before when you guys had that sphere and you moved it near there, but that was just like vertigo, nausea. This was like so uncomfortable and intense to the point that I couldn't even stop myself from puking. It wasn't like I got sick so I puked. It was a just projectile vomit instant thing.
Yeah. And it was only in your abdomen. You didn't feel it anywhere else.
Nope. And it was like in the middle.
Or tugging or anything anywhere else. It was just in your stomach.
Just in my stomach. And it wasn't like the front of my stomach, if that makes sense. It was like in the middle of my body.
Mm-hmm.
Like inside it. Like it's hard to... Yeah, it would be hard to describe, I guess, but...
Like when you get butterflies and it's just in your stomach.
Exactly. Yeah.
Except not hell.
But nothing else happened. Like, even though it was more intense, like, I didn't have, like, visions, I didn't pass out, I didn't, like, run a fever, and you didn't make anything else hurt. And, like I said, right now, it feels totally fine. I don't. I agree with you, Philip. I mean, we need to know what's going on.
David, in all the time looking at his blood, have you noticed anything different, like weird about it?
Yeah, so you go through the tests there. One for everybody. There's no markers of contagion, of the contagion, throughout any of his tests. However long you guys are waiting, and yeah, I mean, from previous tests that he has from Nolan, there's nothing to indicate an issue there.
Nothing, not really. No.
I mean, if you don't mind me asking, like, nothing weird happened, right? I mean,
well, I suddenly found you a lot more attractive, but I don't know if that was the crab people or
just my sports and personality.
No, it was there wasn't even a vision, like kind of I don't remember how I explained it out of character, so I'm just kind of retcon it. We were in the green box one of the times, like there was kind of like a feeling, like a mental feeling before, not like a nightmare or like hallucination, but it was kind of like when you feel like you're trying to think really hard and something's weird with your head. That didn't happen this time though. There was nothing happened up there. I didn't lose time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to clarify, I just meant like, in your previous career experience, and no, nothing weird, right?
Well,
how black are your Black Ops?
Pretty bad. Yeah, no, I don't. If you're talking about that, yeah, I did some shit that probably against every convention ever. In the one previous project assignment, I don't think so. We kind of all did like black out for a day, like the whole team did, but it wasn't like, I don't know. It's weird shit. I don't know, this job's not exactly normal.
You're not wrong. I was just curious,
Yeah, I don't think it's something. I don't think it's anything related to my military background. Like I've
Okay.
had random diseases from the jungle and stuff. I've been stabbed and shot and thrown off things and had the shit beat out of me. But no, and it didn't, even on the one previous project assignment, there wasn't anything that felt like it lingered with me. Like this, there wasn't anything that happened. But this, we didn't really do what we're doing now. Like these that's kind of a baby compared to what we've done in the past few together. So.
Well, that's good.
So when we get back to Chattanooga, I mean, I guess if you can, if there's something we can do there, David, or do you want to go to Atlanta to like the CDC headquarters? I mean, where do you want to get the? I'd like to, if we're going to do the test, I want to get it done. Like, can you do it somewhere locally, or do we have to go somewhere else?
I'm sure we can find some place local.
Hell yeah.
All right. Cool.
After talking about this, you guys get a text, 2 texts. We'll just send it to the phone that Philip reached out with. First text is 4 plane tickets. And the second text says this. I just posted it in handout, but I'll read it. Pretty generic. Hi there. This is in regards to your warranty. Don't leave, _ this opportunity behind. The warranty is up for renewal. Don't wait, with an _ underneath it, too late. I'd like to congratulate you on your $1,000 rebate and free maintenance and all oil change package for being a loyal customer. Call back at 888-888-8888 to redeem now. Once again, that number was 888-888-8888. Thank you so much. Have a great rest _ of the month.
So safe to assume this says hold the fuck up?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys for interpretation.
Is it from the same number?
Yes.
It almost contradicts itself though. It says don't leave, but then it says don't wait, which you can interpret as we need to leave now and then have a great rest, like kind of lay low and rest.
I see it as leave, then wait and rest.
Or that, yeah. If you only take the underlined, I guess I was thinking about the word before them, but yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
You just take the underlined words, like get out, but then like stay low. Don't try to immediately come find me. Like wait.
Yeah. That's how I get it.
Y'all are smarter than me, so. Are the plane tickets for a private charter? Like, do we know how to?
Yep, this is basically the same thing as what you had before. Just a private charter. You just go to the. I've never done it myself, but I assume there's a private entrance for the private charters. Where you just go
and do they
the
leave
tarmac.
tomorrow?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
What
Yep, for the next day.
Arc.
Cool. I never done it. Maybe that's something I should do.
I've
I would
only done it via helicopter, not.
Oh.
That would be so cool. I assume if the tickets are for tomorrow, I agree with Remy and David that it says, leave, but then don't try to find me, don't contact me again. Wait, I'll contact you.
Because why
kind
would
of
it
thing.
just lay low here? Because if the tickets were for tomorrow, then why would we? She would have changed it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, and they came like back to back.
Yeah.
You said, right?
Yeah, they came at the same time, like bling.
Yeah. So no, with it.
Yeah.
It's get back, and then wait.
Okay.
That's it.
So
Makes sense.
midday tomorrow is your flight out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
Hell out of Helena. Get the hell out of Helena.
Hell outta hell. Better than the hell out of hell.
Yeah. Double hole. Back to back, baby.
At some point while we were hanging out,
Oh yeah, Mike, we're out of hell.
Oh, yeah, you told me last time we played. You said y'all
Yeah,
made it out of Avernus. Last time
Oh,
we did DG.
I
Sure.
forgot they were. It's been back to back both times. Yeah. We skipped D&D last week too.
Oh, okay. Word.
Yeah. Very strange.
So at some point, just during our lay low time, I probably would have rode over and just sort of drive by some of the locations we've had exciting turns
Yeah.
of events.
Sure.
Various offices, various homes,
Condos.
Yeah.
homes and condos, anything
The last
odd. anything
the
we
last
didn't
day
do.
before you, like, not the day of the flight, but like the day you got the text.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been the same day because we got the text. I thought it. Right? Didn't we get the text at 3 a.m. or something? Or are you saying we got the text later in the morning and we have to wait one more full day before we leave? Is that what you meant?
It is unimportant.
Okay, doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Cool. Love it.
I was just thinking of
Yeah.
one afternoon while we were
Sure.
in our quarantine.
Sure.
just take
Okay.
an hour or two and drive
That's-
around.
That's
is all
more
I
than
was
enough
getting at.
context for me. Okay. So, if you want to go alone, if everybody wants to pile up, doesn't matter. I'll just say it all the same. It's not going to affect the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, I
so-
assume we would probably all go together, or at least either pairs or all four.
Yeah. So you guys take a little low-key tour around town. Different car, following traffic laws. No reason to stick yourself out there. Wink, wink. You go by the coroner's office. You can see that it still has your haphazard quarantine sign on it. There is police tape around it at this point. You guys go to the home of Mrs. Jacobs. It is...
Wreckage.
Huh?
The wreckage.
The wreckage, yeah. So it's mostly burnt down. There's no police tape left, like up. But you can see where it's like what's left of it's been condemned. What's left? Oh, do you drive all the way to Benthic?
I mean, it was relatively close, right?
Yeah, but
Like
it's
20 minutes,
it's
something?
not a something someone would go to unless they were going to Benthic. Know what I mean?
I thought that it was like on the highway.
No, it was on its own road, off, and then it was alone. Like it was very secluded.
I thought that
No,
I thought that like you could drive down the highway and there was a little access road or something.
it was off of the highway, but it was another long road.
That's what I mean. Like if we drove down the highway, we could drive to that road, and it's like a mile off the road or something.
You could drive to that road, but you wouldn't see Benthic from there.
Right, but like we might see if there was tape or.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you drive by, you don't see anything.
Purely from the highways.
Yeah, you don't see anything from the highway there.
Wish we had your drone. Oh well.
Womp womp.
I know where it's at. You can go get it.
Go for a swim.
I think we're good.
You guys
Okay.
make your way back, pack your shit, get ready for the flight.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
I assume you probably were trolling, like, you were trolling the local police radio. Nothing really stood out. I would assume someone would also probably be listening to random local news, flipping through channels at some point, anything just to pass the time.
Yeah, we're killing time.
Yeah. Yeah. On the day before your, or the day of your flight there, as you guys are getting ready, one of you, all of you, see a quick little news blip. It's got a guy, newscaster. Local sheriff Leo Potter caught trying to cover up a recent explosion in Helena, Montana. Is also under investigation for monetary handouts from a local pharmaceutical company called Benthic. Investigations are still ongoing, but there's reasonable suspicion at this time that places the two working together to spread panic of a fake CDC outbreak. And we have Ricky with local weather.
Leo Potter?
Yeah, you guys never met him.
I was gonna say that's not a name I recognize, right?
No. Only the sheriff. You only heard the sheriff.
That fucker.
It was Sheriff Leo Potter?
Yep.
And that was the name of the guy that like what's his face was reporting to or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's Harry's uncle.
That's Vernon, silly. Right.
It's his other uncle.
Yeah.
That's the uncle nobody talks about, man.
The
Yeah.
long lost squib from the Potter family.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
Just fucked off to America.
Helena, Montana.
Helena,
Not just
Montana.
America.
I mean, if I was a squib in a magic family, I'd probably fuck off to Helena, Montana too.
Unless you
okay.
guys have anything else, you guys pack up your shit, store your guns, all the good stuff, head out to your private charter, hop on the plane, GTFO, go back home. Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Or-
Thumbs up. Hell yeah. All right. You guys land, and it is now your choice on how you branch off and what you do. I'm gonna go pee real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay. I guess the only thing I want to ask is when we want to do the scan, because I assume we all want to go home, tell them we're here and stuff. But, like, do you want to wait a few days? Do you want to do it like tomorrow, David? How long do you need to set it up?
I'd like to get it done as quick as possible.
Why don't we say tomorrow? Like, we'll go home, see everybody, because I assume it's like early afternoon, late afternoon, and then first thing tomorrow morning, I can meet you. You can text me, let me know where to go, or you can come pick me up for that matter. Doesn't matter. I can give you my address.
Well, it'll be in the afternoon.
Do what?
So it'll probably be the afternoon, and it'll probably be. My guess is we would be going to a vet to get it done.
Right.
Yeah, I
That
mean, I was
works.
gonna ask, what do we need to do to find a place that we can do his scans now that you're back, Zach?
I think you guys already had like a low key place that you guys used before. You could just do that. It was a
That's
vet.
the one where you got your
Help someone.
leg sound up for being the shotgun wound.
Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
chat. So yeah, you guys could do that.
Don't
Okay.
know who shot me with a shotgun. I don't remember.
Those bad guys that we fought at that time.
Hmm.
Stuff as a thing.
No
Definitely
I think
a villain.
we agreed that we're gonna do that tomorrow, Zach.
Okay.
David and me are gonna get together. Yeah, I mean, we all may go, but at least me and David are gonna go to that place to get the X-ray done or CT or whatever.
So if that's gonna happen tomorrow, what I'll ask is everybody just kind of give me a very, very brief, like, I'm gonna do this for the day. Let me know, and then we'll do that thing tomorrow, and then I will we'll do our vignettes or whatever you want to call them, our scenes we'll talk about home stuff. Because that will take we'll think that is a greater amount of time after that, unless you guys have anything more you want to investigate.
Nolan's just going home. That's all he's doing.
Okay. And the rest of you, for this one quick night?
Going home, spending as much time with daughter as I can, and then the wife that afternoon.
Okay.
I guess I'd head home.
Okay. And Philip, hotel?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go to my hotel. I'll acquire plane tickets probably for like the following day.
Cool.
Presuming I'll be able to go home for a little while.
Yeah.
And that'll give me an opportunity to be with everybody for the thing tomorrow.
Cool. Sounds good. You guys do all that and meet back up at said place, the vet. Midday, make it easy, or night, whatever you guys want.
I think middays. I mean, we went during the day last time.
Yep.
That works.
Get that pooch out of here. Yeah. So you guys head up to the vet, go in. Are you using the equipment, or are you using someone to use the equipment? You just do you want to clear the room? Let me do this, because between the two of you, you guys can really handle it.
Yeah, I'd rather it just be us.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So you borrow the room and equipment there. The vet just kind of, nods, walks out, flips the sign to closed. You guys have it, have at it for the day.
Okay. So are we doing a CT, I guess, or an X-ray, or both?
X-ray first, just to see if we can find anything on that. Then we'll go to the other one.
Cool.
Let's say in order of X-ray.
Maybe an ultrasound.
Yeah.
Okay. So X-ray first. And you're just zapping his abdomen there.
Yep.
Okay. Oh damn! I wish I had
and I put on the heavy lead stuff from myself.
I
gotta cover the important bits.
Step out with Remy like the nurses always do.
Yep.
Okay. I'm grabbing a picture of an abdomen X-ray real quick.
It's gonna be gross.
Save image. No wait, copy image. It's not bad. Let me open up Paint.
Just get the picture of the Giga Chad's abs, because that's what Nolan.
He has to
looks
paint
like.
your baby
Where's the
sphere
Giga
in
Chad?
there.
Oh, he has to paint.
I have to paint the baby. Damn it.
He's got to paint that baby space crab egg in there,
Oh, I was thinking
this
deep
is-
state.
So
Oh.
this here we go. This is what Nolan's gonna look like after this thing hatches.
What the fuck? What is that?
It's the Giga Chad, that
Oh,
that
no.
online meme, but someone made him into a spider for some
That's
reason. I don't know.
That's awful. I guess it's I mean, you'll get the idea. All right, I'll just put it right there. Copy, control C, select.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
All right, you'll get the idea. But this.
Oh no,
Okay.
he has a blue dot.
It's definitely not blue.
Me.
It's not. Damn it, Amy. It's not blue.
It shows up blue.
Nolan's panicking. How did the blue dot get in me?
It's an
Damn it, Remy!
It's an artifact of the X-ray. But it looks like it's pressed up against your spine there. Like it's in the middle of you, sitting close to your spine.
So glad the orb wasn't behind you. If it pulled, if there's actually some sort of force field that pulled it, could have
You don't need those vertebrae.
I'm
Most of them
wondering if
probably
it's attached to his
anyway.
spine.
So I'm like nervously pacing around, like, all right, well, what the fuck? What the fuck is it?
Mhm.
Okay, well, if we know where it is, roughly.
About how big is it?
I would say the picture depicts it a little smaller than it actually is. It's something that fits in your hand. It's like a. Didn't I say it was like one of those big breakers for marbles? You know, the big ass ones, like yay big.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the
I
size
think
of the
that's
sphere
space.
that the guy dropped?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's the exact same size.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Do you want to?
Now I'm curious, and I'm googling crab eggs.
Yes. Google
Just
crab
to see
eggs.
just to see what those look like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Could definitely Google those.
well, yeah, but space crab eggs, they look totally different.
I'm looking at myself in the mirror in the place, like poking my stomach. Like I think I see it. I think if I poke hard enough, I can see a little sphere thing.
I'm gonna go up behind him and be like, all right, I'm gonna feel down your spine and like poke around the sides of his spine. Like, can I feel anything? Yeah, just.
No, you can't feel anything. There's nothing there.
There's
Well,
nothing there.
like,
There's a
if
blue
you're,
dot.
if you're
Oh,
pushing the sides
Oh,
of
if
the
something was like
spine,
wrapped around it, or something like that, I guess. You don't feel anything. It feels like a spine from the back.
it's not big enough that there's like something bulging past the spine
Yeah,
that
like-
you could feel.
No.
Like when you
If
push
you're-
like where your kidneys are, or you know,
Yeah.
Oh,
when
I,
somebody's giving you a massage.
As you're
Yeah.
prodding my spine, I say, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see anything.
Can
No.
you feel your feet?
I don't know. I'm just feeling my own back, and it's just like there's just nothing next to this. It's just flat nothingness all around my spine. So that's just
Yeah, it's muscle, but
Yeah.
you know.
I will say I've had a doctor prod me back there, and they prod hard enough that they can feel stuff. So if she knew what
Really?
she was doing, she could probably. It
Okay.
doesn't feel great, man. It doesn't.
Oh.
Like it doesn't hurt, I guess, but it doesn't feel great.
Okay. You know what? I feel like we should. I should do a little investigation on some stats here. 1 second. She has anthropology, but which gives you a pretty damn good anatomy.
Yeah.
Remy suddenly says, "This feels like a hieroglyph."
You know what I'll say? You know what I'll say?
Look at this carvings on it.
It's fucking. This is at least 2,000 years old.
Oh my
carvings
god,
say-
wait, how old are you?
The carvings say Garora Tech, destroyer of the plane. What? Fuck.
What was your name?
You don't feel anything like wrapped around it. At the very most, you feel like at least that disc that it's next to may be slightly inflamed.
Well, you may just. I mean, it's not just, but it feels like you probably have some disc issues, but that's probably military related.
Yeah, I mean, I broke my back twice, so.
Oh well, yeah, that'll do it too.
Any
Hard
other
knock life.
Any other scans you guys want to do? That was just an X-ray, so you guys could do more if you want to.
They wanted to do a
Ultrasound,
CT
probably.
or an ultrasound. That's what it was. Yeah.
Let's start
do
there.
an X-ray from the side.
Oh yeah, see depth.
Yeah. Okay. You do an X-ray from the side, yes?
Yes.
X-ray from the side shows the sphere, same area, resting a couple, maybe what, a centimeter or two away from the spine. Still very close. A centimeter away from the spine. And you can see there's small filaments, lines from the sphere that seem to disappear towards the spine, directly behind the sphere and directly in front of the spine from a side view. They're barely imperceptible, but you do notice that there is shading there.
Did they do work on your back?
No, I mean, I had a rod for a couple of months. They took it out. It was to support like the side.
Well, something's in there.
Wait, you
And-
said you blacked out at some point?
Wait, were you
Yeah.
joking? You said you couldn't see?
Yeah, I was fucking with you.
Dead.
Yep.
Do you ever
Drop
have
dead.
any issues with feelings in your legs or
I mean, just generic pain sometimes, but nah, I can feel everything. I didn't start feeling like this weirdness till the cabin, like the sensitivity towards like magnetic stuff and the nausea, because I mean, I feel like for sure doing what I've done, I would have. I mean, I've been around accidentally enough magnetic sources that if that'd been there for years, I would have known it. It wasn't until I met you guys and we did the cabin thing.
Hmm.
When you guys push the other sphere close.
Yep. So can we take it out? One of y'all a back surgeon? Scientific term, I know.
Yeah, I've never done surgery.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done surgery on anything alive.
Yeah, that's the key point. Things alive. Yeah, never done that.
No.
Once it's dead, yeah, I've cut into the bodies, but dead,
Can we-
no.
Yeah, but you
Is
don't
there-
have to care about slicing into anything.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Is there a test y'all can do to know what it's made of? Like, can we find something else out about like maybe see color or find out it's what? I mean, would that help you guys?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure it's the same thing that we have back at the green box and what we have wherever Nolan put the other one.
So we have those things. They look like glass, but are they actually glass?
I mean, I think
don't
we
think
did
we-
some tests on it, but we didn't really. I don't think.
Did we even
found out,
take the time to do like a basic hardness, like material test, where you test like hardness and all that? Did we do that in the green box?
No.
I mean, I didn't do shit, but did
No.
y'all do that in the green
I think
box?
we
No,
did.
I think I sort of helped
I
David
was,
kind of look at it and mess with it.
It freaked me out that it's a glass and it's magnetic, so I didn't touch it anymore.
Yeah.
How do you think I feel? It's fucking inside me.
Yeah.
So with like an ultrasound, I know like they can detect like the baby's heart rates and stuff when they do that on pregnant women. Could we get further information with that?
What are you looking for? Maybe I can just help you there if you just tell me what you. Yeah.
So like when you do an
can-
ultrasound of like a pregnant woman,
Yeah.
like you get information.
Yeah, like
So,
could we determine whether it was a solid mass or if it was
yes.
malleable or
Is
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, like is there any movement to it?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're taking a snapshot right now.
Yeah.
Does it pulsate in any way? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
think
that.
you can do. I don't think you can do like any temperature or anything like that with it.
No.
But I think obviously we would at least
You can see-
theoretically.
And you could see if it
Um,
could change or shift in any way, shape, or form. And honestly, it's one of those that maybe we should have the other one not too close, nearby-ish, so that we could watch it and see how it reacts. But that's totally up to you. I don't want to put you in any position that makes you feel uncomfortable about doing this because I also don't want it to rip through your stomach.
I mean, you can look at and you can get information of tendons and muscles and joints and blood vessels and organs.
And we could actually tell if it was attached at that point. If it was attached or if it was just like tendrils or whatever coming out. What'd you say? Filaments coming out the side?
Yes.
Yeah, little shadows on the X-ray that look like filaments. Could
Yeah.
we do
Yeah.
like a So like, I've had like lumbar punctures done before for like testing. Could y'all do one? I know it's not in my spine, but could y'all do one where you like poke it with a needle or something?
We could try to aspirate it. Definitely would need a big enough needle and the ultrasound to make sure we were in the right spot and not hit anything.
I
We'd have to
am.
go through your back.
I'm gonna pull him in another chat real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. It is part of. Hang on. Wait, can you hear me? Oh shit. There. Can you hear me now?
Hey,
There we
okay.
go.
Sorry,
I was like,
I had no permissions to talk.
oh yeah, I had to lock it out. Okay. It is part of your backstory. Hold up.
I made this up.
This was, I can't remember if we did it in like a vision or something. But remember, you were on a mission, and you were in the desert, and everybody died but you. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh yes, but I don't remember details. Can you? Sorry. Can you
I don't
fill me
have
back
it.
in on the details?
I'm looking for where I fucking wrote it down.
I mean, we can make it up. That was my project mission, right? The one that was
No, I'm
that I
gonna
was
read
on
it
before?
to you. I'm gonna read it to
Okay.
you. Web.
Yeah, I've just been making shit up the whole time tonight, so I didn't know if there was something I could actually go off.
This was like I don't know if this was like the first session. It was a long time ago. It was a vision or something. You look down. It's a dream you kept having, or something like that. I can't remember. You look down at your scar. Something you've done 1,000 times since you got deployed in Afghanistan. Always a clean slash diagonal across from the abdomen, skin tight and puckered together, betraying the force that tried to spill your intestines to the sandy earth. Never able to remember clearly what exactly happened on that night when you were told to clear that one room in a hut in the middle of the desert. Glimpses of pain and strife as your men fell around you to the violence and fear, or the violence after you kicked in that ruined door. You then awake to the angelic sound of an HH-60M medevac Blackhawk thud 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 thud. Pain, sharp pains as the medic stitches you up and gives you a toothy smile and says, "Don't worry, you'll be fine." This is the thing is, no one else made it back but you. Must have been the meds fucking with your head. As you drift back out of consciousness, this was at the time, at the time of the memory, you remember the wetness and the stark contrast to the arid desert heat, cool and slick, rushing over your body, almost a reprieve from the scalding violence for a brief instant. And then I made you roll some sand and stuff like that. But this was like a repressed memory that you had.
Yeah. Sorry, this is coming back to me now.
Okay.
One before you drag me back out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just all of a sudden repeat this. Is there something that I can give them as part of what we were talking? Because I was making up everything I've said.
Yeah.
So is there something I can give them that will help make sense that is not tied to what you just said?
Yeah, I mean, you could just easily say, you're like, well, I didn't want to talk about it, but there was that one mission that I really don't have memory of, and I was the only one. And by the way, that's where this scar came from on your abdomen. You know what I mean? And
okay.
The rest of it was the scar has like a dozen small circles about 1 centimeter on each side. Like, it's not stitch scars, but they're like suckers.
I don't think they know that.
They don't, but I guess if they're scanning you, unless you have your clothes on,
they would see it.
Yeah,
no, they would see it now. So do you want to tell them that when we go back in? Just that part, so they like describe what the scar looks like, because I think they just think it's a slash, because I forgot that too.
Yeah,
and that's how I've described it. It's just a deep slash.
What you should do is, before or during the new scan they're doing now, I'll just say that's what they notice, and then you can say, I could say when they ask me about it, it could be like almost like a panic attack type thing. Yes.
Like a mini like little thing, and then I pass out or something, and then I can wake up and remember it and tell them that then I can at least tie in some of what we talked about. Like fragments of it, rather than just being like, oh, by the way, I remembered.
Yeah.
So I'll just say I'll say I pass out or something.
Okay. So we'll say they're going to do an ultrasound, and we'll give them a little information because you have to pull off your shirt.
Yeah. Cool. All right. That sounds good. Later.
All right. Okay. We're back.
Welcome back.
So I have to pop you guys back out again. Wait, you're the only ones that show Chad and Amy. I
don't ever have a camera. So.
Oh, there we go. Oh, well, it was literally only them, like not even myself. And there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys want to do a ultrasound to glean some more information? Or did you want to...
By the way, Zach, I was at 1 willpower, and I looked to see how we got willpower back, and it's through sleep, so I went ahead and rolled. the numbers for that. So
Cool. Just go ahead and add it to your sheet. I trust you.
yeah, I did.
All right. So
Because I was at 1, and I was like, that's not a good place to be.
yeah, you were on the verge of just passing out unconscious. Yeah.
And realize that sleep is what gets you your willpower back.
Yeah, which you would have gotten, back in a while back.
Yeah.
So, or at the very least on the plane ride. So are you guys gonna do a? I know you guys were talking about doing a needle test or a ultrasound.
I asked Remy. I think Remy was saying that she was concerned that may not be feasible to do like a lumbar type test because it'd be hard to gauge what we hit.
Use the ultrasound to guide a needle to aspirate it. I mean, that's how they do biopsies and stuff. But
you could.
But if it is a solid mass, I also like solid as in, glass or whatever else material that's not penetrable. I don't want to get in there and do that and the needle break off into your spine or close.
There's also the issue that it's magnetic and needles are metal.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Well, whatever you guys think's best.
Well, and one thing I mentioned, Zach, I don't recall. Was this just like a shady doctor, or was this like a vet?
this is literally a vet.
Did they? I have no idea. Would a vet have some way to do a CT?
We're doing an ultrasound.
I know, but we
I don't know.
Talked about a CT.
I think it depends on the vet.
No, they would not. No, that's it's multi-million-dollar human brain thing. It's not like a, yeah.
It's not only for brains.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean.
Chad gets one every time he goes to the hospital.
It's not only for brains, man. It's for Chad's too, okay?
They scanned me a lot.
Yeah.
They never scanned me.
No, me neither, because that was supposed to happen when I was pregnant.
It could be useful depending on what we find with the ultrasound.
Yeah.
So it might be worth pursuing as a follow-up.
Yeah, maybe if you guys see, like, if there's something that Remy, you, or David see, then maybe we can find some kind of. We may have to. I mean, could we go to the CDC? Well, I mean, I know that's mainly like labs testing, but surely they have like branch stuff where like they do imaging for people. Maybe like, could you call in a human doctor favor? I mean, we can work.
We can figure it out. We can figure it out if we get there.
Where did you two work again?
I worked at the school.
What school?
Like
Local.
UTC?
Yeah.
The college?
Yes.
And then David,
High school.
Jason, David's a teacher, right?
Yep, high school teacher.
At high school. Okay. So, I mean, she
I
might be able to call in a favor to get access to student labs at UTC.
I was gonna say that,
Yeah.
but
Okay. So
I was
do you
gonna say
want?
that.
Do we want to go
I was
there?
gonna get there if he didn't have anything with CDC. I was gonna get there.
Sorry.
It might
Let's.
take longer.
Yeah, I don't know about the CDC. They're more of a infectious disease type thing, and this is more of a.
I was saying if we need it, that might be.
Well, let's not get ahead
Yeah,
of
I can-
ourselves.
I
Let's
can
do
go
first things
for,
first.
Yeah.
Let's do
do
first
that.
things
Let's
first.
do that.
So, ultrasound. Get the ultrasound going. You pull up a shirt, and the first thing you notice is the scar on his abdomen, and it's probably 3 inches across horizontally underneath the belly button. And it has about a centimeter every centimeter, or yeah, about every centimeter it has little circles, not like sutures, but they're little circles on each side of the scar.
Like staples?
Circles. What you would assume.
Like suction cup type circles?
Yeah, it looks like suction cups.
I guess I see her face change a little bit, and I'm like, I mean, I know it's kind of an ugly scar, but it's not a.
How did you get that one?
Oh God, that was I was.
Was that when you
You know-
blacked out?
I can't remember how I got that one actually.
It just looks odd.
I was, yeah, I thought, I was deployed, but I don't know. It's just, I can't fucking remember.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is it gonna interfere with the test? Like, is it?
No, well, it shouldn't. No.
So how often do you take shirtless selfies?
Look, man, I'm a married man. I don't know what you're accusing me
How
of here.
often does she take?
Yeah. To know, like, when you actually got this.
A possible time frame, yeah.
I mean, we went to the beach on a vacation last year, so
Go
probably
through
have
your phone.
pictures there.
Go.
Okay, so I flipped through my phone. I guess I would have pictures. Probably like I wouldn't have a close up of just my stomach, but I'd probably have that standard like selfie distance where it's a foot or two away of me and her.
Yeah, it's there in the pictures.
Okay, so it's been a while.
Nothing like notably different, right? I mean, obviously we don't have great detail, but
yeah.
How weird does it look? Like for me, out of character. Like I understand how you're saying it.
It's
but, like,
not. It is only weird to those who are examining it. You know what I mean? Like it's just a very faded, surgical-looking scar.
Okay.
It's not bright pink. It's not puffy. You know what I mean? It's not flush red around it. It's not blue, green, yellow, or orange. It's just
old.
It looks like an old scar. Yeah.
Okay.
But most scars don't have little circles all around.
You would assume where you would naturally assume sutures were, it is circles instead of sutures. Yeah.
Well, and even then, depending on where he got it, he probably wouldn't even have sutures. It was probably glue.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's even worse.
Great. You're making me feel awesome.
No.
She says that as she
It's
squirts.
It's just not common. Now, granted, I will say my mom had surgery in September, and they used staples, so yeah.
Yeah, it was on my leg.
Gross.
Yeah,
Remy.
I mean it's
That's legit real life, by the way.
There's probably some similarities other than the fact that mine is
true.
Mine's vertical, not horizontal.
True. Yeah. We'd have to shape, find out. But,
Yeah. You
Belly
squirt.
Belly button to belly button.
It goes down to almost my groin.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get back on track. You squirt the goo on his belly. Stick up the ultrasound there. Look around there. It's definitely a spherical object. Density matches up with something solid, for sure. It doesn't seem to be undulating or pulsing or moving. It seems to be, at the very least, not animate, but solid.
Only one heartbeat.
No heartbeats, no thuds. It looks exactly
Oh
like...
man, you're dead, Nolan. There's no heartbeat.
There's no heartbeat.
Yeah, there's no heartbeat.
You have no heartbeat.
It looks exactly like if you were to go take that sphere that you were given, if you had it with you and you were to hold it up next to the picture, it looks exactly the same. Which is what you all think in your head anyways, so...
If they go around to the side, is there anything of note about those like filament type things?
Yeah,
that you can tell from this?
They're not moving, like free floating, waving or anything like that. You see, just like maybe 8 or so on each side of these filaments, just kind of branch away from the solid sphere, and they're like micro. They're very small. And they just go straight to the spine. You don't see them like, you can't tell if it's like wrapping around it or anything like that, but it looks like it just goes straight to the spine.
How like organic versus like mechanical manufactured versus organic? How like like if it was organic, you would expect some differences between these filaments. If it was more mechanical, you expect it to be very rigidly precise, even spacing or something, like, you know what I mean?
With that description, it in your description of organic and not, it looks like the latter. It looks like precise.
Very looks like somebody made it versus something else like grown.
Yeah, it's not like the filaments were like, this kind of weird spacing, but no, they're all identical.
Yep.
Very.
Does it look? I'm like kind of trying to peek over and look at it. Does it look like normal to like? Am I gonna? Does this tell us anything? Because it's it's kind of starting to hurt a little bit. It's kind of warm, so if we could,
Yeah, I mean,
hurry this along. Yeah,
you're
it's
about
not
4 months along, I'd say. You'll start experiencing a lot more growth here soon.
Yeah.
You should be past the fatigue phase at least.
It's surprising you had nausea recently. Usually, it's sort of a first trimester thing.
You can see that it is attached to only one of the vertebrae. That is the one that had a slight inflammation, but that could literally be from anything else. There's nothing here to indicate that this is causing a problem, especially since he hasn't felt a problem, unless you guys are bringing another sphere closer to him. Now,
I was going to say...
Yeah, now he has, like, phantom feelings or, placebo things, but there's nothing to indicate that you're going to die or anything like that at this moment, or you're not in pain. Now you're thinking about it a lot. If I had something inside of me, I'd probably be wigged out, and I would definitely feel something. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd be freaking out.
Pregnant.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody roll a sand check.
Damn you.
Hey, at least our sand just went up.
18 under 55.
42 under 78.
Okay.
65 over 57.
58 under 80.
Okay.
That's too good.
You take, I'll be kind to you. You take 4 sand damage. You won't make it go temporary insane.
I'm like very quietly to remember, like, let me see if
he's so quiet.
So Nolan, you're going to have an alien baby.
Uh-huh. I kind of like
from the look of the scar, it's going to be one of the squid thingies.
I'm kind of freaking out a little bit here, guys. Can we hurry this along?
And I'm saying this with a dead face because with that sand check, I probably believe that.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely an alien.
Reacts, we can see what it's doing. Is it just moving, or is it just? Does it stay
So
stationary?
while you guys are talking, I'm like sweating. I'm sweating profusely. I'm like wiping my head a little bit. I'm kind of like,
I'm like
shaky.
scanning him while I'm talking.
Does he feel hot?
I mean, I've mentioned twice. I don't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
does he feel hot?
Yes. Weird.
We're in a veterinary office, so there's only one way to check blood temperature.
This is true.
That sounds like a bachelor party.
This is the way.
This is the way. But I mean, like literally, like I go over and like put my hands on his arms and his head. Like, does he feel warmer?
If he says he feels warm, he feels warm.
Okay.
I'm gonna take his temperature.
I kind of like push David's hand away. It's like, no, not near my butt.
Not near my butt.
No.
You pick up the thermometer from the dirty and stick it in his mouth.
Roll for willpower on that one.
Constitution.
Constitution.
You said not the butt, but okay.
Hey, you don't want it up the butt.
It was his decision, okay? He's running like a 98, 99, right in there.
Low grade fever. All right. Well, unless they have another idea, Nolan.
I think you're actually going to shock, man. I would too. This is fucked up.
Yeah. I kind of try to stand up and try to push David away.
No, just sit down. It's better if you sit for right now.
Stand up, push David away, and collapse on the floor.
You pass out.
Yep.
He goes into shock. He's not having a seizure or anything.
Nope, just stone cold. Slammed my face on the floor.
Slams on the floor.
Been there, done
I
that.
would have tried to catch you as you went down, but
I mean, I was standing right there. I would.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I don't fall. I don't try to get away from you. I fall just however I would. Trying to get out of the chair normally. Just fall.
I would have attempted to catch him. Yeah,
catch
I was
me.
literally right there checking.
Oh, I said you looked good earlier. Catch me.
You probably would have been able to. I mean, if you were nearby.
Cool. Yeah, so
Okay.
they help you, and instead of just falling onto the floor, they just put you back. Yeah, back onto the table.
Back on the thing.
We're in a vet office.
Yep. I'm not awake. I'm
Yeah.
out cold.
I'll go get
I
some
know.
cool rags and for his forehead. Try to cool him off some.
I'm trying to think of what's in the vet office that we could. I'm gonna prick his finger and take a little. I know they have slides.
Mhm,
I'm gonna take a little and
Sure.
put his blood on a slide so that we have it for right now. Cause
Yeah, grab a sample. And you would have like 2 other running samples too, if you wanted to, from previous checks, and you can compare those later if you want to.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
There's probably a microscope in here for them to look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm also wondering if it's something not related to just that. Like if it's a anxiety induced, which it happens, anxiety induced hypoglycemia. Did he just plummet when he stood up, and
well,
or does it have to do with
Uh,
this? Does it have to do with pain?
Evidence points that he probably had a panic attack.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna
passed out.
say. I mean, yeah, like, yeah. This, I think he freaked himself out with.
Well, he's having an alien baby. I would freak out too.
I would as well.
And this is in a voice of saying someone that believes he's going to have an alien baby.
Fucking, it's always aliens. Ancient aliens history guy.
Right.
Unless there's
He's going to
unless
have a
there's
squid
something-
baby.
Unless there's something that you guys wanted to do. I mean, I start waking up. It's not out
Yeah.
for only
Yeah,
a few
I'd be like-
minutes.
Yeah.
Patting him.
I would just.
like
yeah.
patting the head with the rags, kind of checking, like patting his cheeks, like
Yeah. I mean, I would periodically check to see if he felt hotter or colder.
put a little water in the mouth,
Yeah.
that never.
It's okay.
Yeah, I just kind of wake up, just kind of come to and try to sit up.
No. Lay down. Lay down.
Stay there for a moment. Catch your breath.
Been there, done that. Don't do it. Don't get up.
Yeah,
I'll bring you a glass of water.
Just look at, I guess my trying to figure out how I would look in real life. My face is totally white. Like I look like fucking scared to death. Like you've not seen Nolan look like this ever.
Yeah.
Like I look like I just almost fucking died or watched my best friend die. Just horror.
We don't know what this is. Don't freak the fuck out.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I'm sure that I've dealt with a number of my colleagues that were probably former military that probably have like PTSD episodes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll just try to. I think they usually sort of like get you to like focus on other things when you're freaking out about PTSD, right? I think that's pretty common.
Yep.
I go looking for through my bag for a Xanax.
Drugs always help situations.
We are in a vet. They do have doggy Prozac, doggy Xanax. That is a thing. If we need it.
This will
It's
help a
the
lot.
It's good enough for Fido. It's good enough for me. Now, as I kind of start waking up, I just if Philip's talking to me, like I'll talk directly to him, and I remembered. It's fucking awful, man. I don't know how they all died. They all fucking died. I was supposed to take care of them. They depended on me. They all fucking died.
You remember when you got hurt, huh? Is that when you got your scar?
I think so. It was just a house clear. Like we had done like 100 of them. It was no big deal. It was in the middle of a fucking shithole desert, and yeah, I remember going through with Peters. He kicked the door down. I went in, and it was just light. They screamed. I remember them screaming. He fucking exploded.
Your team was screaming, or the people inside?
My whole fucking everyone. I don't know. It was just this massive just screaming. He was there, and then he wasn't there, and it was just hot, and everything was hot, and then it was not. It was cold. It was just like someone dunked me in an ice bath, and I
Literally
fucking
punched you, Beth?
Woke up on a helicopter, and there was this dude with awful fucking teeth. I remember that. Awful teeth, like British teeth, really bad.
Fucking Brits. Go ahead,
I don't remember being hurt though. I don't. I just remember pain. That's it.
It's not uncommon to repress that sort of thing. I've seen a lot of 1,000-yard stares, so it's all good. It's normal, man. It's normal. Well, what happens probably not, but the reaction ain't. I was gonna ask if you wanted to have an ultrasound while we played with one of those glass orbs, but maybe another day, huh?
Yeah, I don't think that's a good. Hold on, but they this would have been. I kind of like try to think to myself, like, yeah, this was right before that fucking dickhead called me. It was right before he showed up for the very first time. That fucking smiling dickhead. I didn't go back after that. That was my last deployment. They signed all this paperwork, said I wasn't, fit anymore. I needed a medic. I mean, nothing was wrong with me.
Yeah.
I lost. I never even got to see my team's family. They just thought I abandoned them. Didn't give a shit. Never got to talk to anybody.
If it makes you feel any better, they might think you're dead.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
that you died in duty.
If those assholes were pulling the strings, they may have just wrote you off.
I want to talk to that guy again. Like I want to talk to him.
I'd wouldn't blame you. I guess we'll see if he's around.
Did you guys get anything? I don't remember what you said. I know you did an ultrasound and you saw something. I remember some bad jokes from David.
A few. I mean, it's whatever this thing is. It seems to be attached to your spine. I mean, it's everything about it matches up with what we've seen from the other orbs, and it seems to be in there, and it seems to be attached. I don't know that we're gonna find out anymore without somebody that knows a whole lot of shit about fucked up shit or exploratory surgery. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay. Can't be good. You saw what those bastards did to the crazy fuck.
Yeah. I'm not. I look better as just a out of character. I look better. I'm just upset, just in a shitty mood, but I'm not sweating or anything anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't need the pill, but here's a glass of water, anyways.
I think if it's okay, I don't want to do any more tests. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. What do you think? Do you want them to see if they can line something up so somebody can actually look at this thing physically?
I mean, what are we gonna accomplish? Like, I want to know what it is, but what? So, can we get someone to keep their mouth shut? Like, what if they think it's some fucking tumor and then they want to cut me open? I mean, what?
Oh, I mean, literally,
or worse.
Literally, someone cutting you open to look at it.
Or worse, if we had scans done and somebody said, "Oh, ma'am, this is something," they'd escalate it. Not only just want to cut you open, they'd escalate it to everybody else because it's not something that has ever been seen.
If you and David think that there's a way to do it privately, I want to know what it is. But if we're talking about going to a public hospital or anything, no.
Oh, hell no.
I could make scans happen and have it off the books, but I don't think we could do. I don't know that I have the access to any more. Yeah. Unless you want to do it in somebody's basement.
Yeah, you
like,
got.
I don't have any access to any surgeons.
No, I'm talking. I'm literally talking about paying someone to keep their mouth shut. Like, find one of those doctors that just gives no fucks, that knows what the hell he's doing. And
He just left.
A surgeon of a similar ilk.
Well, the only problem with that though is that like we don't even know how it's attached. If it's attached to his spine, what it could do. Like if they tried to clip one of those filaments or whatever, we don't know what it would do.
I didn't say anything about that.
Okay.
I just said exploratory surgery to look at the thing.
To
look at we can talk to Brunhilde and see if someone's willing to talk to us about it. We can leave it alone and hope for the best, or we can, be proactive and see if we can actually understand what the hell's going on to make sure that this, make sure it's not gonna fucking kill him or take him over or go all aliens on him.
So is it a possibility that this thing made me like immune to the fungus? Like, because I got better. I'm not magic. I mean, I'm in good shape, but
now, man, this whole thing's fucked. Those dudes, maybe it's what's keeping you alive. I don't know. Maybe you got severely hurt and
oh my god, they added it and you like Tony Stark.
So where's my $1 billion?
It's your fucking arc reactor. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean
it would explain a lot if I don't know. I want to talk to Smiley because there's a possibility. Knowing, I mean, you've seen, like, you guys heard me the first time we met. What I told you these guys were capable of, and you've seen it. Like, for all we know, I've been this fucking bait. You guys have been at risk. I've been with you. They've been trying to use me as bait to fucking draw something out because they knew what's in me. They either put it there themselves or they knew, and it plays into what they want. So,
I mean, there's something shady for damn sure. Like, it's as simple as that. And like I said, I think those are really the only options. We either try to talk to them and go that path, we ignore it and hope for the best, or we try to do something proactive.
So let's just talk. Let's talk to him. If yeah,
let's talk to them. Yeah.
I mean, let's do that.
We'll have to talk to her and see what happens. But
yeah, let's set up the meeting for like tomorrow or I want to get it done. I know you guys want time with your family, so however much time you want to take, tomorrow or the next day, set up the meeting and let's go to the fucking Waffle House.
What was that? Leave, wait, rest. I don't know that we're gonna hear much, but we can
put it out there.
Leave, wait, rest. I mean,
so if you don't hear from her, like I guess maybe just do me a favor and text her. If you don't hear from her, I'll try and get in touch with her. I'll just do it. I'll do it myself. I mean, I can get her number too.
I mean, you guys had her number, and I would have repaired it.
And on top of that, I mean, you could talk about if you wanted to go just by yourself, or if he didn't want the entire, group there.
No, I want you guys. I mean, we're a team. I want you guys there. I mean, we need to debrief, and I don't. There's not anything. I don't want to make you think I'm gonna like try and kill them. There's nothing to be gained, and they have such. I mean, that's a suicide mission. There's no way that does anything for anyone. But I think we should go and debrief. But I think it's something. I mean, something we should all bring up because it's put you guys in the same amount of danger I'm in. We haven't known about it.
And I think that's absolutely the route we take, right? Is like what we have seen from these beings. We've already found one of these. We were given another. They knew something was in you. And best as we can tell, there's 3 of the same damn things. So, I mean, if nothing else, we need to talk to him from the perspective of like, look, is this thing gonna kill us all the next time you send us out to save the world? Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. It could be like a fucking like it could be a homing beacon. It could be a bomb. I mean, it could be 100 different things.
And I mean, you know what? If it is, we'll fucking figure it out. But I don't think there's any. We may not get answers and we may not get answers that we like. But I think we can at least ask.
Yep.
I booked plane tickets for tomorrow to see the family. Why don't we just, you know, we don't have any power here, but we can just ask for a meeting whenever.
Well, let's ask for one next week. Take a few days with your family. I mean, I know you all want to relax. I'll try and relax, and we'll see if they'll meet us next week.
Yeah, we'll see what she says. Fuck.
And with that, I say goodbye and get an Uber and go the fuck home. I leave.
Storms out. Doesn't even go for the ketamine. All right.
Nope.
Leaves. If everybody's going to do a similar thing, or unless are you three going to talk amongst yourselves after he's gone?
I mean, I would ask that, like, well, any other ideas, or is it just time to rest?
I can deafen if you guys actually want to talk and keep it in character.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
If somebody actually wants to hide something from you, we can message Zach directly.
Yeah.
Word.
It's like a 50 to 60% chance that I see it.
Yeah. Which is why the last time I did that, I just pinged you eventually.
Yeah, just like
Hopefully, ping you.
just point at me.
Yeah.
Zach, I messaged you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, Remy, David. I mean, did I say anything wrong? Did I miss anything? You guys have any other thoughts? What do you think?
I don't know, man.
I think he's an experiment of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what he thinks, for sure. I guess the question is, did you know, the fucking star people experiment on him?
Had to have been.
Did the U.S. extraterrestrial three-letter agency, you know, medical science people experiment on him? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's really weird.
It's fucked. I think we talk to them, and then we, based off of that, we either decide whether or not, you know, we're gonna leave it and cross our fingers, or if he's willing to try and do something, if we even want to try and do something proactive. I don't know.
Yeah, and really any surgery is going to be iffy anyways. But be careful what we use.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Whether or not they're willing to tell us anything, or if they even know anything. Yeah, I mean, I think it boils down to either we assume that it's okay until it's not, or we assume that it's got to go, you know, because it's going to hurt him or kill him, even if it hurts him in the process of trying to get rid of it. I don't know. One thing that you know, if we do find a, you know, surgeon who doesn't mind getting paid off, he could at least get a, you know, an actual feel for what those connections look like to his, you know, spine. Although, if we could get a hold of a CT, that might work as well. We would probably actually be able to tell it, you know, what it looks like. But regardless, I don't know. Y'all want me to drop you back off at home?
I drove.
I probably drove.
No one wants to get in the car with him.
He has a tendency of running into things when he's at high speed.
Do what?
Did you have a tendency of running into things at high speed?
Womp womp.
You've wrecked us twice now.
What?
You've hit things twice.
I think it was once. I don't think it was twice.
He's hit the deer, and then he felled another one when we were driving.
Well, no, I was driving, but I passed the rolls. I didn't. I yanked the car that second time. We didn't wreck. We were covered, but I yanked it for something.
You saved it. You saved us from the second one.
Oh, okay. I just remember passing a roll.
Yeah, because he was driving from the passenger seat, and he failed the driving roll.
She's hit something
on purpose.
So you guys, I need to go get another beer and I need to pee. And so I suggest the same. I think we have what? We have like 40 minutes until you got to go, right, Mike?
Yeah.
So look at the page 78, and that's what we're gonna go. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and go through that. I'll be right back.
Cool.
I just briefly glanced over it. So we'll work together on it and pick one and do the rolls and stuff. So I'll be right back.
When Zoe was going to sleep, so
We're all on the same page. And Remy and David, does she have your number? No. Okay.
Burn?
Yes.
What?
A regular phone number.
Does Brunhilde have your number?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Probably not, since we switched burner phones and we haven't texted her.
Your personal phone. Does she have it? I think he means not your burner.
Yeah. Personal.
She would have my personal from being on the project. I didn't text her, but she does have it.
All right.
Probably not.
All right.
I mean, isn't that how we all got contacted in the first place?
I think so. Yeah.
Then probably
right. So you all true. You all.
It was either that or email, I thought.
It was an email. Remember you got the cords in there. Either way, you decide among yourself. I don't really care who gets this, but you can tell each other this. Those involved get a voicemail. Open up the voicemail. And it's Emily, and it's her voice. This is a timed message. If you're hearing this, something has happened to me before I could talk to you personally. I have been feeling something was off with the whole deal for some time now. Mr. Happy, the program, I'm not positive what is real anymore, but my gut feeling is Mr. Happy has gone rogue and broken off from whatever you would call a main entity. Surely they're not all like him. Over the weeks, I have been able to narrow down a location he has been going to in secret. My best guess is underground, somewhere under the local aquarium here. I'm gonna go investigate myself and see what I can find. Since I wasn't successful in returning and canceling this message, I'm likely no longer around to help. You can try to run, but I fear Mr. Happy has you tied up too close to whatever his game is to let you get away. Put a stop to him, or not. Just know that you may be the only people who can stop whatever he has planned. While it is unlikely, I hope to see you all again. Then it clicks.
Womp womp.
Well, shit. I would send out another, pseudo cryptic text to everyone's burners and, hey, did you guys hear the news?
I just respond and I would probably just respond and say that fucking bastard.
So you did get it.
She had my. I did not text her. I said she had my number, but I did not text her. I didn't like try to go above, like be over y'all's heads or however you want to put it.
Yeah. No, I got you. I wasn't sure. Yeah, he kind of said it was up to you guys. So I was just curious.
Yep. What day is it right now?
A week from the 13th of October.
So it's our week is almost up. Like we got this voicemail right as we were about to get together again.
Yep. Literally, like we can say the day before or the day of. It's just a week later. Yeah.
I guess I was just gonna end before I had to go and just say like to try and talk about when we're gonna where are we gonna meet up.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get anything from Remy or David?
I'm trying to think of what to say.
We can wait till next week.
Coded, or like coded message.
Mine would have been, we want to help her?
I want answers. So if that means I have to help her, sure.
You guys meet up and are talking to each other, for except for Philip. Maybe he's on speakerphone. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we have to.
So, are we? We're saying we're on like a call now.
Sure.
Yeah. We can say the three of us are at the green box, and you're like, not here yet. So maybe we say, meet us at the green box tomorrow, assuming your flight would come in tomorrow.
Yeah. So, I'll just, I guess research what you can, and I'll be there tomorrow. Meet at the usual spot for a late lunch or a late breakfast.
Yeah, sounds good.
By the way, sometime early that first week, I would have came to the green box to check to see if the original sphere is still in the box.
Okay. It is. And with that precursor ahead of us, we'll start the next session. You guys meeting up at the green box. How about it?
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right.
Are we back? Are we every 2 weeks again from now until the end of time? Are we doing weekly again or what?
For now, until I say differently.
Every 2 weeks.
Yes. Yep.
That's fine. Just want to make sure. No problem, man. Not at all.
Yep. Because I have to plan a new D&D campaign, and a new Delta Green campaign, and I have to read and plan both. So.
Oh no, that's a lot of fucking work.
Yes. So that's what I'll be doing.
Cool, man. Well, good shit tonight.
Cool shit, man.